youngest granddaughter, Julie. On behalf of our family, we're honored and humbled that you are here today to pay your respects to my Poppy, our teacher and leader, Martin Lundy. He was loved and admired by all of us. With Poppy's passing, a deep sense of loss has overcome us. Yet at the same time, we, especially the grandkids, who I'm here to speak on behalf of, all feel privileged for the beautiful time we had together. Poppy, as you all know, was a towering figure in his prime. He was tall, strong, and handsome, the family patriarch, a military veteran, and a crier. It's true, Poppy taught us many things, including that grandpas cry. In fact, as little children, we thought all grandfathers did that. As we grew older, we learned that his tears were deep expressions of joy. Poppy had such a zest for and love of life and family that he never wanted to miss out on anything. He had this acute realization that time together with family was a blessing, something to be cherished. The fleeting nature of these valuable moments made him cry. Poppy was a strong and sensitive man who taught us a lot about life and even about picking our spouses. No, we didn't get a lecture. That was not his way. But seared in my mind is how he always treated our grandmother, Nanny, with the utmost respect and admiration. Poppy defined chivalry. Years ago, we were sitting right here during high holiday services, and Nanny and Poppy sat together, hand in hand. And at one point, Nanny got up to powder her nose, and she hadn't been gone for more than a moment, and Poppy was already looking over his shoulder to see if she had returned. Getting anxious, even though not another minute had passed, he got up from his seat to wait for her by the door. Not only was Poppy physically there for us all, but he had this unique ability to listen and make us feel heard too. I'm quite sure that as a kid, and maybe even now on occasion, I could be quite the talker. Regardless of how interesting or not my story was, Poppy would always listen intently and ask questions. Most of the times, these conversations were shared while enjoying the finer things in life, like coffee ice cream, Dr. Brown's cream soda, crossword puzzles, model airplanes, and the occasional vodka. We have many more memories of my grandfather. Yet when I think about Poppy, I remember how he made me feel. Whenever I saw him, it felt like he was waiting for me to arrive. Only last week, in his final days, feeling a little down on his luck, I flew in to spend some time with him. I wanted to surprise him. As soon as I walked in the door, he perked up, smiled, held my hands, and said, "I knew you'd come." I got it. He made us feel special. He'd greet me and say, "Hey there, Chooch," or "Hey, Huli," and then give a warm embrace that only a grandfather could, the kind of hug that felt like it would last for weeks. His hugs had the power to comfort long afterwards, and they still do now. He had this nook under his arm that I used to snuggle in. It was like this safe place. Being in his arms felt like home. Poppy meant everything to me. While Poppy is no longer here for me or my cousins to snuggle with anymore, I will always have and cherish the values he passed on to us all. Values of love, of family and life, generosity and decency. These will live on in his boys, his grandkids, and will inspire our future generations. There would be no Lundy clan without him. May his name, Martin Lundy, son of Jenny and Michael, be for a blessing. Zichron Livracha.